The Ideal of a Universal Religion, Part 8. We lastly come to the Janana Yoga, the philosopher, the thinker, he who wants to go beyond the visible. He is the man who is not satisfied with the little things of this world. His idea is to go beyond the daily routine of eating, drinking, and so on. Not even the teaching of thousands of books will satisfy him. Not even all the sciences will satisfy him. At the best, they will only bring this little world before him. What else will give him satisfaction? Not even myriads of systems of worlds will satisfy him. They are to him but a drop in the ocean of existence. His soul wants to go beyond all that into the very heart of being by seeing reality as it is, by realizing it, by being it, by becoming one with the universal being. That is the philosopher. To say that God is the father or the mother, the creator of this universe, its protector and guide, is to him quite inadequate to express him. To him, God is the life of his life, the soul of his soul. God is his own self. Nothing else remains which is other than God. All the mortal parts of him become pounded by the weighty strokes of philosophy and are brushed away. What at last truly remains is God himself. Upon the same tree there are two birds, one on the top and the other below. The one on the top is calm, silent, and majestic, immersed in his own glory. The one on the lower branches, eating sweets and bitter fruits by turns, hopping from branch to branch, is becoming happy and miserable by turns. After a time, the lower bird eats an exceptionally bitter fruit and gets disgusted and looks up on and up and sees the other bird, that wondrous one of golden plumage, who eats neither sweet nor bitter fruit, who is neither happy nor miserable, but calm, self centered, and sees nothing beyond his self. The lower bird longs for this condition, but soon forgets it and again begins to eat the fruits. In a little while, he eats another exceptionally bitter fruit, which makes him feel miserable, and he again looks up and tries to get nearer to the upper bird. Once more he forgets, and after a time he looks up, and so on he goes on and again until he comes very near to the beautiful bird and sees the reflection of light from his plumage playing around his own body, and he feels a change and seems to melt away. Still nearer he comes, and everything that about him melts away, and at last he understands this wonderful change. The lower bird was, as it were, only the substantial looking shadow, the reflection of the higher. He himself was, in essence, the upper bird all the time. This eating of fruits, sweet and bitter, this lower little bird, weeping and happy by turns, was a vain chimera, a dream. All along, the real bird was there above, calm and silent, glorious and majestic, beyond grief, beyond sorrow. The upper bird is God, the Lord of this universe, and the lower bird is the human soul eating and eating the sweet and bitter fruits of this world. Now and then comes a heavy blow to the soul. For a time he stops the eating and goes towards the unknown God, and a flood of light comes. He thinks that this world is a vain show. Yet again the senses drag him down, and he begins as before to eat the sweet and bitter fruits of the world. Again an exceptionally hard blow comes. His heart becomes open again to divine light. Thus, gradually, he approaches God, and he gets nearer and nearer. He finds his old self melting away. When he has come near enough, he sees that he is no other than God, and he exclaims, "He whom I have described to you as the life of this universe, as present in the atom, as in suns and moons, he is the basis of our own life, the soul of our soul. Nay, thou art that." This is what this Janana Yoga teaches. It tells man that he is essentially divine. It shows to mankind the real unity of being, and that each one of us is the Lord God Himself manifested on earth. All of us, from the lowest worm that crawls under our feet to the highest beings to whom we look up with wonder and awe, all are manifestations of the same Lord. Lastly, it is imperative that these various yogas should be carried out in practice. Mere theories about them will not do any good. First, we have to hear about them, then, we have to think about them. We have to reason the thoughts out, impress them upon our minds, and we have to meditate on them, realize them until at last they become our whole lives. No longer will religion remain a bundle of ideas or theories, nor an intellect assent. It will enter into our very self. By means of intellectual assent, we may today subscribe to many foolish things and change our minds altogether tomorrow. But true religion never changes. Religion is realization, not talk, nor doctrines, nor theories, however beautiful they may be. It is being and becoming, not hearing or acknowledging. It is the whole soul becoming changed into what it believes. That is religion.